Warm greetings from the High Tenn. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Monday evening, March 23rd, 2020. I'd like to bring you another video before the night ends. This is a local story outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. And if you need verification for the storyline, please log on to 3WRCB-TV and or the Knoxville News Sentinel for the said information. Dispute between one couple leads to killing of another couple. Authorities say a domestic dispute between a Tennessee couple led to the fatal shootings of another couple. The Knoxville News Sentinel cited an arrest citation in reporting 31-year-old Ronnie Edward Johnson of Alcoa. Authorities said domestic dispute between a Tennessee couple led to the fatal shootings of another couple. The Knoxville News Sentinel cited an arrest citation in reporting 31-year-old Ronnie Edward Johnson of Alcoa was in a dispute with his fiancée while driving through a Knox County neighborhood Saturday night when the woman escaped and ran to a nearby home. Authorities say Johnson rammed the vehicle into the home in an attempt to run down the woman and then fatally shot the occupants. Knox County Sheriff's Office deputies took Johnson into custody at the scene. He was jailed on murder and other charges. It wasn't immediately clear whether he has an attorney. And that's the said information by the Copyright Associated Press. There's no more information. This is what's crazy to me. Verification for the story, WRCB TV3 and Knoxville News Sentinel. This took place in Alcoa, Tennessee, which is 20 minutes from Knoxville, Tennessee, is right outside. A little small, quaint town. What's baffling to me is that before I saw the notification for this storyline in the Newsbreak app, I was just lying in bed. I wasn't asleep. And I was just thinking about the story I brought you about the 3 women who were murdered here in Knoxville. And what I was thinking was, what were they doing that day? Those 3 people, 3 women. What is anybody doing the day that they are murdered? What were they eating? Who did they last talk to? What were they feeling inside? Did they sense that something bad was going to happen to them that day? You know, sometimes we have dreams that'll make us think that something bad's going to happen to us, depending on what's in the dream. I have really bad dreams, and sometimes I think, is this a premonition? Or is it just something that I was talking about earlier that day, or something I watched on TV, or dozing off from TV? It's sinking into your subconscious, you know what I'm saying? But I was thinking that before I got this notification. What were those people thinking before they were gunned down by that guy that they knew of, and other victims as well? What was going on in their mind that day? Did they get a feeling something bad was going to happen? And lo and behold, I get this notification for this terrible story of a guy having a dispute with his girlfriend, fiance, if you want to say, as they say. 31-year-old male, don't know the race, doesn't matter. He's arguing with her. She gets out and run. And they say she ran to a nearby home. And I'm assuming it's the home of the place where he went inside and gunned these people down. So my thing is, how did she get away? Where did she hide to get away? I'm curious to that. Because it said, and then fatally shot the occupants. And it doesn't say if she was murdered in this. It just says Tennessee couple led to the fatal shootings of another couple. This is terrible. With all that's going on in this country and abroad at the current moment, there is a deadly disease floating around in the air that is sucking the life out of human beings. And some of you ratchet people have nothing better to do than bicker with people, chase people down, mow people down, hit people with your cars, run into people's homes, kill people. Why? Why? And that's the crazy thing I never could understand about tragedy. You know, when I think back to 9/11, Always wondered, how could there be more crime thereafter? Same day. You understand what I'm saying? How could something so tragic happen and yet people will go out and murder people, beat people up, stab them, bludgeon them, and something terrible is happening in the world in the very place, town, city, state, country they live in? I never can understand that. And maybe this person is well, obviously a soulless human being, that he's arguing with this girl, this lady, and then he decides, I'm going to hit her with my car. I guess because she jumped out of the car. So what? He smashes into a house, rams into a house. And if that's not enough, he gets out of the car and runs in and kills the people inside of the house. What in the hell is wrong with this fella? So now you get to sit in jail, go to hearing after hearing until you are formally indicted, and then you have to stand trial for murdering these people who didn't have a dog in the race. And they didn't have anything to do with what was going on with you and that girl. And you had no right to take those people's lives like that. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. I'm so sick of bad news. I'm so sick of everything right now. I'm sick of stories about children. I'm sick of abuse of children, murder of children. I'm sick of abuse with grown people. I'm sick of people with nasty attitudes. Don't never have anything good to say. Always contradictory. Always, combative in nature. Everything's a question. Everything's an accusation. I'm just fed up. And watching this, seeing this, just lets me know there's something wrong with people. That people cannot just move along the earth and stay in their lane and try to cope and try to do better. You're not going to always get your way. You're not going to always be loved. You're not going to always have a friend. You're not going to always have good friendships, courtships, a great job, a great relationship, a great home, a great car. It doesn't work that way. You're going to think something. You're going to assume something. Somebody else is going to do the same. Now there's a malfunction between the two. Do you see where I'm going? Somebody don't like something you said or something you did. Somebody accuse you of doing something, saying something. You say, no, I didn't. They say, yes, you did. Now there's a malfunction. Vice versa. But murdering someone is a whole nother level. See, I'm the type of person, whether I'm in the wrong or right, or what I think of you as a person, a disagreement, something you said or did to me, I'm the type of person, I cut you off and keep on pushing. I'm not going to argue with you about anything, okay? Because I don't have that kind of time. That's just who I am. I'm not about to bicker with you to say, I think you should have done this, said this to me. You did this. You said this out of the way. Said this out of the way because, I feel like this. You're an adult. You're grown. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to own it if you were wrong. Or my perception of you is that you were wrong. So what would be the point in saying to you, I don't like what you did or said? It probably won't end well. And I'm not the type to want to put my hands on somebody. But I could surely cuss you all the way out. And I don't. I just ignore people. I do it well. I think most of you have realized that by me being on this channel. This world is wicked, and there is no reason to take another life because you can't have your way with that person. Whether it be they don't like you, they don't want to like you anymore, they don't want to hear what you're saying, they don't want to hear what you're talking about, they don't want to date you, they no longer want to be married to you, whatever the situation is. Get a grip. Because life still goes on, despite how that person feels about you at that moment. And whatever it is you're feeling for that person at that moment, you don't have the right to take their life because you are not in cahoots with them at that time. Why don't you go somewhere and cool off and think about it first? Think about, hey, maybe this ain't working out. And as facetious as I can be, what I say, go get your little Kroger bag with your goodies and belongings and, hey, hit the door. Keep on pushing. Life is too short for this. This is sad to me. This is sad to me because I just brought you an update on a man being charged with the murder of three women in Knoxville, Tennessee. And I was glad to hear that he was charged because he is so deserving of that charge because he snuffed out three women for no reason. Because there is no vital, no understandable reason, lucid reason for him to kill those ladies. And now, here's another story of a man mad at a woman. And he chases her down and she escapes. And then he runs into a house, I guess, and kills the people inside of the home. I will bring you an update to this horrific story. And I just don't understand people right now. I mean, seriously, just from things I've seen lately, things I've heard out of the mouths of people, comments on social media, what's going on in the world today with this virus running around, the attitude of man, woman, child too. Some of you need help and you need to go check yourself into somebody's facility, get a counselor. You need a rabbi, a minister, a bishop. You need something, pastor, somebody, psychotherapist, psychologist, whatever. Hey, you need to go talk to somebody because it ain't that serious. I'm not about to go out here and hurt nobody because of some man. I don't care. He don't like me. He don't love me. He don't want to talk to me. He don't want to be bothered. He don't want to return phone calls. Whatever it shall be, then it will be. But if you think I'm going to give up my freedom for a two-legged creature and probably a two-legged stinking creature, never. I wouldn't give you the satisfaction of thinking that you had got to me that terribly heinous that I would want to snuff out you, somebody else. I best just keep on stepping and pretend I didn't know you. Because I value my freedom. And right now, with what is going on in the world, I think everybody should value their freedom. And as I stated, be a little more kinder, be a little more respectful to people, because you don't know when the last day is going to actually be your last day. And why spend it bickering with people, arguing with people, putting your hands on people? It's not even worth it. I always say, try living. It's free. It's cheaper. And it's the right way to go. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. Thanks for joining me again this evening. You all stay safe out there, stay warm. Be respectful and mindful of those who are in need, ill right now, worried, concerned about their livelihood. Know that it could be you in their shoes. And we don't know what is going to come in the next couple of months. So be mindful of others and be respectful of others. Let's say a prayer for the world tonight. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you so very much. You all stay safe out there and say a prayer for the world tonight. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.